and then certainly if something were to happen, the world were to go to war, that demand spikes. If we have times of peace, it comes down. So I think about it in terms, and I like to try to simplify this when talking to folks who don't follow this space. If you think about World War II, the United States, I don't believe, and a lot of people might get mad at this, we didn't necessarily win the war because we had the best military strategy in the world. There's a lot of people who might agree with that, but we could replace our tanks and airplanes faster than anybody else could,
Yeah.
right? We could sustain the losses because of our manufacturing might, and we had superior processes in place. We had superior economy in place. We had better access to resources, more energy than our adversaries did, and we could put those back on the field of play faster than our opponents could, which gave us an immeasurable advantage in warfare. If you were to enter into a similar situation now, and I'm not saying we're going to be at war with the Chinese or some other entity, but if you were, that would be a significant factor because of the advanced weapon systems we have today that use these materials. We don't have that process. There would be a lag time to develop it, some amount of time to develop the prowess. And so I put this back to a difference in political systems. Mainly, you mentioned, have people known about this, but because of it have been a lighter touch. United States, our election cycle is 2 and 4 years, right? And so politicians, because of that, are very hesitant to take risks, right? It encourages a risk-averse approach to policymaking. It encourages a status quo approach to policymaking. And, not every country in the world, most countries in the world don't have that, stressor. And so, as a result, the Chinese, for instance, are very good at thinking and planning 10, 20, 30 years in advance. They have the luxury of doing that. Their political leadership has the luxury of doing that. And I think that's largely been absent in the United States when it comes to these types of issues is what is this going to look like 20 years from now? Because if there's a short-term pain involved in that, the incentive for that politician to avoid that decision is a no-brainer, right?